Today, we've got a wild ride through some of the most insane and jaw-dropping stories happening right now. Get ready to dive into fires, controversies, and one of the weirdest comebacks in internet history. It's like the world decided to turn on chaos mode just for us, so buckle up. We are diving straight in. Let's kick things off with California's wildfires. This isn't just your average campfire gone ruse. These fires are tearing through Southern California like it's auditioning for a disaster movie. Over 35,000 acres are gone. Thousands of homes, including those of some A-list celebrities, are reduced to ash. The worst part? At least 10 people have lost their lives. Now, here's where things get weird. Instead of focusing on the countless normal people, the ones who will lose everything without some multi-million-dollar insurance payout, a huge chunk of the internet seems more worried about whether their favorite celeb's mansion will survive. Like, sure, it sucks if a celeb's house burns down, but I think they'll bounce back a little faster than someone who just lost their life savings. Just a hunch. These wildfires have also left so many communities scrambling for resources. Evacuation shelters are packed, and some areas are experiencing a shortage of basic supplies like food and water. Firefighters are working around the clock, but the unpredictable winds make containment efforts incredibly challenging. Local businesses are also taking a massive hit, with many forced to close indefinitely. It's a tough situation all around, and while the spotlight shines on Hollywood, everyday people are bearing the brunt of this disaster in silence. This begs the question, are we focusing on the wrong priorities? And Hollywood is not helping its own PR. The Oscars, the holy grail of shiny gold statues, delayed its nominations because of these fires. But what's the big takeaway? Thank goodness we'll still get our award show. Really? That's the priority when people are losing their homes? Nice to know where we rank on the importance ladder. Moving on to something that's as confusing as it is entertaining. Trump's latest ideas. Picture this. He wants to buy Greenland. Yes, Greenland. It's like a monopoly, but with real land. Denmark's response was basically, no thanks, we're good. But Trump isn't giving up. He's hinted at using economic or military pressure to make it happen. Because what's diplomacy without a little intimidation? And it doesn't stop there. He's also floated the idea of renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Why? No clue. Maybe he thinks it'll make hurricanes less scary. Oh, and don't forget his musings about taking over the Panama Canal. It's like he woke up one day and decided to play Risk in the real life. These ideas aren't just eyebrow-raising, they have sparked international backlash. Greenland's officials have reiterated their commitment to Denmark, calling the proposal ludicrous. Meanwhile, environmentalists have raised concerns about the potential impact of renaming geographic landmarks, suggesting it could pave the way for corporate exploitation of these regions. And let's not even get started on the logistics of controlling the Panama Canal. It's a geopolitical nightmare waiting to happen. Now, let's talk about TikTok, the app responsible for 99% of Gen Z's dance moves and 100% of your second-hand embarrassment. The US Supreme Court is debating whether to ban it because of national security concerns. Basically, TikTok's parent company ByteDance is Chinese, and the government's like, nope, not today, communism. If the ban goes through, it'll hit on January 19th. This isn't just a big deal for the lip-syncing teens. Businesses and creators who rely on TikTok to reach audiences are freaking out. It's like someone just said, hey, you know that thing you used to make a living? Yeah, that's gone now. Small businesses use TikTok as a cheap and effective marketing tool, so this ban could cost them big time. Even politicians are divided. Some argue that banning TikTok protects national security, while others believe it infringes on free speech and consumer choice. Meanwhile, creators are scrambling to migrate their audiences to other platforms like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. But let's face it, those just don't have the same vibe. It's like trying to replace your favorite snack with a generic brand. Sure, it's fine, but it's just not the same. Now, on to Mr. Beast. He's been called the king of YouTube, but his new project, Beast Games, is getting roasted harder than a marshmallow at a summer campfire. Contestants are claiming mistreatment unsafe conditions, and brace yourself, even sexual harassment. 5 people have already filed lawsuits. Mr. Beast, aka Zimmy, says all the drama is overblown and that behind the scenes footage will clear his name. Whether that's true or not, one thing's clear. His attempt to create the next Squid Game for YouTube might have turned into an actual survival horror for his contestants. Not exactly what you'd call a good look. Fans of Mr. Beast are split down the middle. Some are sticking by him, saying he's being unfairly targeted because of his massive success. Others, however, are calling for accountability and questioning whether he's lost touch with his wholesome philanthropic roots. Either way, it's a mess, and it's not going away anytime soon. Speaking of bad looks, let's talk about Diddler and Jay-Z. Both of these hip-hop legends are facing a lawsuit accusing them of assaulting a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. Both deny the allegations, with Jay-Z's team filing to dismiss the case entirely and even accusing the accuser's lawyer of harassment. It's a legal dumpster fire that's far from over, and it's leaving a huge stain on their legacies. This lawsuit is adding fuel to the already heated discussions around accountability in the entertainment industry. Critics argue that the lack of transparency in these cases enables a culture of silence and impunity. Fans are left in the limbo, struggling to reconcile the artist's influential music with the disturbing allegations. It's complicated, messy, and unfortunately not uncommon. The Golden Globes are back in the hot seat, which is basically their permanent address. This year's mess? A movie called Emilia Perez won big, but people are calling it out for how it handles trans representation and Mexican culture. Add to that some cringe-worthy jokes from the host, Nikki Glaser, and you've got yourself a controversy cocktail. Let's not forget the Globe's history of being called out for lack of diversity and shady decision-making. They have promised reforms, but judging by the internet's reaction, people are not buying it. Adding to the drama, several nominees openly criticized the event during their acceptance speeches, calling for greater accountability and inclusivity. Social media erupted, with some viewers praising the boldness of these statements, while others questioned whether the Globes even deserve the platform they've been given. It's the kind of controversy that makes award season so spicy. Finally, we've got David Dobrik, the internet's favorite problematic golden boy. After a long hiatus, he's back and he's zapped. Like seriously, the dude looks like he's been living at the gym. Dobrik's return video shows off his fitness transformation, and it's gifting his trainer a Ferrari because of course he is. But his controversies are still following him like a bad smell. From the allegations of sexual misconduct involving his vlog squad to the injury lawsuit from Jeff Wittek, Dobrik's past is not going away anytime soon. His comeback has sparked a wave of reactions online. Some fans are thrilled to see him return, praising his physical transformation as a sign of personal growth. Others, however, remain skeptical, pointing out that a six-pack doesn't erase the serious allegations against him. It's a polarizing return, and only time will tell if Dobrik can truly rebuild his image. Adding to the complexity, Dobrik's reemergence have also reignited discussions about influencer culture and accountability. While some argue that his fitness journey shows dedication and resilience, others see it as a distraction tactic, a way to shift the narrative away from his past controversies. The timing of his return, coinciding with his business ventures and sponsorship deals, have also raised eyebrows. Is this a genuine comeback or a calculated move to regain public favour? Either way, Dobrik's story remains a cautionary tale about the fine line between fame and infamy in the digital age. So there you have it, wildfires, TikTok bans, lawsuits and comebacks. It's a lot, but that's the world we live in. Whether it's people prioritizing Oscars over actual lives or influencers trying to outrun their controversies, there is no shortage of drama. Stay tuned, because something tells me next week's news is going to be just as wild. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more chaotic updates, and let me know in the comments what you think about all this madness. See you next time. Peace.